Hello, Queens. Welcome to a deep dive into the world of Sigma females, where resilience meets vulnerability, strength intertwines with struggle, and the complexities of the human experience unfold. Today, we embark on an exploration of a compelling and often misunderstood archetype, the badly damaged Sigma female. Picture a figure shrouded in mystery, radiating an aura of independence and self-assurance. Yet beneath this facade lies a soul weathered by life's storms, grappling with inner turmoil and unseen battles. We are about to unravel the enigma of the Sigma female, a woman who defies convention, marches to the beat of her own drum, yet finds herself at the mercy of her own demons. In this riveting journey, we will uncover 7 telltale signs and a bonus sign that signal distress in a Sigma female. From subtle shifts in behavior to glaring manifestations of inner turmoil, each sign serves as a poignant reminder of the fragility that resides within even the most formidable souls. Prepare to be captivated as we delve into the psyche of the badly damaged Sigma female, peeling back layers of complexity to reveal the raw, unfiltered truth beneath the surface. This is not merely an exploration of symptoms, but a profound examination of the human experience fraught with pain, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of healing. It's a dance with the demons that haunt the badly damaged Sigma female. So fasten your seatbelts and brace yourselves for an electrifying journey into the depths of the Sigma female psyche. This is serious business, ladies, so no jokes. For within these 7 signs lies a story waiting to be told. A story of strength forged in adversity, of vulnerability masked by bravado, and of redemption found amidst the wreckage of a battered soul. Welcome to the world of the badly damaged Sigma female. Now, ladies, let's roll. Number 1 on our list. She withdraws. When someone mentions a Sigma female who's badly damaged, it might mean she's going through some tough times. One big sign of this is if she starts pulling away from other people and spending more time alone. It's like she's creating distance from everyone else. You might notice she's not hanging out with friends as much or avoiding family gatherings. Even when she's around, she might seem distant or disinterested in what's going on around her. It's not that she doesn't like people or that she's suddenly turned into a loner by choice. It's more about feeling overwhelmed or drained by social interactions. Being around others might feel exhausting or even stressful for her. So she retreats into her own space where she can recharge and deal with whatever's bothering her in her own way. This withdrawal isn't just about physical distance either. She might also withdraw emotionally. You might notice she's less open or talkative than usual. Maybe she used to share everything with you, but now she's keeping things to herself. It's like she's built a wall around her feelings, and it's hard to get through to her. It's important to understand that this withdrawal isn't a sign of rudeness or rejection. It's a coping mechanism, a way for her to protect herself when she's feeling vulnerable. She might need some time and space to work through whatever's going on in her life. So it's crucial to give her the support she needs without pushing her too hard to open up before she's ready. At number 2, lack of trust. All right, ladies, imagine you know this Sigma female, right? She's usually got this cool, confident vibe, but lately something's off. One major red flag? She's lost her trust mojo. It's like she's built this fortress around herself, and it's impossible to break through. You used to be tight, sharing secrets and cracking jokes, but now it's like she's put up a do not disturb sign, even with you. She's suspicious of everyone and everything, like she's waiting for the other shoe to drop. It's like she's got this radar for betrayal, and it's always on high alert. Maybe she's been burned before, stabbed in the back by someone she thought had her back. Or maybe it's just life throwing curveballs, leaving her feeling like she's always one step away from getting hurt again. Whatever the reason, she's not about to let her guard down anytime soon. It's frustrating, right? You want to help her, break down those walls she's put up, but it's like banging your head against a brick wall. Every attempt to get close is met with suspicion or skepticism. It's like she's pushing you away without even realizing it. And it's not just you she's wary of, it's everyone. She's become this lone wolf, keeping her distance from the pack. Sure, she might still hang around, but it's more out of necessity than desire. She's learned the hard way that trusting people can lead to heartache, so she's playing it safe from now on. But here's the thing. She's not doing herself any favors by shutting people out. Trust is like a muscle, you've got to use it or lose it. And by shutting herself off from the world, she's only making it harder to let people in when she needs them the most. So, if you see a Sigma female who's lost her trust mojo, don't write her off as just another cynic. She's been through some stuff, sure, but that doesn't mean she's beyond repair. Maybe all she needs is someone who's willing to stick around, even when she's pushing them away. Maybe all she needs is someone to remind her that not everyone in the world is out to get her. Number 3. On our list, emotional instability. So, picture this Sigma female, right? She's usually got it together, but lately she's been like a roller coaster of emotions. One minute she's cool as a cucumber, and the next, she's blowing up like a volcano. It's like her mood has a mind of its own, and nobody knows what's gonna set her off next. Maybe she's dealing with some serious stuff under the surface, like past traumas or unresolved issues that are bubbling up and spilling over into her everyday life. Or maybe it's just the pressure of trying to keep it all together that's finally getting to her. Whatever the reason, she's not exactly a picture of emotional stability right now. One day she's laughing and joking like nothing's wrong, and the next, she's snapping at anyone who dares to cross her path. It's like walking on eggshells around her, never knowing what might trigger the next meltdown. And when it does happen, it's like a hurricane sweeping through, leaving chaos and destruction in its wake. It's tough to watch, you know? Especially when you care about her and just want to help. But it's like trying to tame a wild animal. You never know if you're going to get a purr or a growl. And it's not like she's doing it on purpose, it's just the way she's wired right now. But here's the thing, she's not a lost cause. Underneath all that emotional turmoil, there's still the same strong, resilient Sigma female you know and love. She just needs a little extra support and understanding right now. So instead of tiptoeing around her or walking on eggshells, be there for her. Listen when she needs to talk. Give her space when she needs to be alone. And above all, let her know that you're in her corner no matter what. Because when the storm passes, and trust me, she'll come out even stronger on the other side. And she'll be grateful to have someone like you by her side through it all. Now, before we discuss further, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you find this content insightful and thought-provoking. By subscribing, you'll stay updated on future videos exploring the complexities of human psychology and personality types, including more in-depth discussions on the Sigma female archetype and other fascinating topics. Your support means the world to us, and we look forward to sharing more engaging content with you in the future. Number 4, self-destructive behavior. All right. Now, let's talk about this Sigma female who's taken a hit. She used to be on top of her game, but lately it's like she's her own worst enemy. She's diving headfirst into all the wrong things, booze, drugs, you name it, and it's tearing her apart from the inside out. Maybe it's a way for her to escape whatever demons are haunting her, or maybe it's just a cry for help. Either way, it's clear she's struggling to cope with whatever life's throwing her way. And instead of facing her problems head-on, she's drowning them in a sea of self-destruction. You might notice she's partying a little too hard, staying out all night and waking up with a hangover that could rival a freight train. Or maybe she's turning to drugs to numb the pain, chasing that high in a never-ending cycle of addiction. It's painful to watch, knowing that every pill popped or drink downed is only pushing her further down a dark and dangerous path. But it's like she's caught in a downward spiral, unable to break free from the grip of her own self-destructive tendencies. And it's not just her physical health that's taking a hit, it's her mental and emotional well-being too. Every hit she takes is like a blow to her self-esteem, chipping away at the strong, confident woman she used to be. But here's the thing, she's not a lost cause. She might be down, but she's not out. With the right support and guidance, she can turn things around and reclaim her life from the clutches of self-destruction. So instead of judging or condemning her for her choices, be there for her. Offer a listening ear, a shoulder to cry on, or a helping hand when she needs it most. Show her that she's not alone in this fight, and that there's a light at the end of the tunnel no matter how dark things may seem right now. Because at the end of the day, she's more than just her mistakes or her struggles. She's a survivor, a fighter, and with a little love and support, she can overcome anything life throws her way. At number 5, low self-esteem. Let's dive into this Sigma female who's been through the ringer. Well, like Eminem in Not Afraid. She used to strut her stuff with confidence, but now it's like she's lost her shine. Her self-esteem's taken a nosedive, and she's beating herself up over every little thing. Maybe it's because life's thrown her a curveball or two, knocking her down when she least expected it. Or maybe it's the voices in her head, whispering cruel things and tearing her down from the inside out. Whatever the reason, she's not feeling too hot about herself these days. You might notice she's always putting herself down, doubting her abilities or comparing herself to others. She's her own worst critic, nitpicking every flaw and mistake like it's the end of the world. And no matter how many times you try to lift her up, it's like she's stuck in this endless cycle of self-loathing. It's tough to watch, knowing that the strong, confident woman you once knew is now a shadow of her former self. But here's the thing, she's not broken beyond repair. She might be bruised and battered, but she's still got that fire burning inside her. So instead of pitying her or brushing off her struggles, be there for her. Remind her of all the amazing things she's accomplished, the challenges she's overcome, and the person she's capable of being. Show her that she's worthy of love and respect, starting with the love and respect she shows herself. Because when she starts to see herself the way you see her, strong, resilient, and capable of anything, she'll be unstoppable. And she'll thank you for being the guiding light that helped her find her way back to herself. Number 6, difficulty in setting boundaries. All right, let's talk about this Sigma female who's been through the mill. She used to have this ironclad sense of boundaries, but now it's like she's forgotten where the line is drawn. She's letting people walk all over her, taking advantage of her kindness without a second thought. Maybe it's because she's been burned before, stabbed in the back by people she thought she could trust. Or maybe it's just the pressure to please everyone all the time that's finally gotten to her. Whatever the reason, she's struggling to stand up for herself and assert her needs. You might notice she's always saying yes when she really means no, or letting people cross the line without so much as a peep. She's afraid of rocking the boat, afraid of causing conflict or making waves. So she lets people walk all over her, even when it hurts. It's frustrating to watch, knowing that the strong, independent woman you once knew is now bending over backward to please everyone else. But here's the thing, she's not a doormat. She's just lost her way, forgotten how to put herself first in a world that's constantly demanding more from her. So instead of watching from the sidelines, be there for her. Remind her that it's okay to say no, to set boundaries, and to stand up for herself. Show her that she's worthy of respect and that her needs matter just as much as anyone else's. Because when she starts to reclaim her power, to assert herself and demand the respect she deserves, she'll be unstoppable. And she'll thank you for being the voice of reason that helped her find her way back to herself. Number 7, on our list, avoidance of responsibility. All right, picture this Sigma female, right? She used to be on top of her game, handling her responsibilities like a boss. But lately, it's like she's dropped the ball, leaving a trail of unfinished tasks and broken promises in her wake. Maybe it's because she's overwhelmed, juggling too many things at once and struggling to keep up. Or maybe it's because she's lost sight of what really matters, letting distractions and excuses get in the way of her goals. Whatever the reason, she's not exactly winning any awards for responsibility these days. You might notice she's always making excuses, blaming others for her mistakes, or avoiding responsibility altogether. She's like a master of evasion, slipping through the cracks and leaving others to pick up the pieces. And no matter how many times you call her out on it, it's like she's deaf to your pleas. It's frustrating to watch, knowing that the capable, reliable woman you once knew is now floundering in a sea of excuses. But here's the thing. She's not a lost cause. She's just lost her way, forgotten what it means to take ownership of her actions and hold herself accountable. So instead of letting her off the hook or enabling her behavior, be there for her. Hold her accountable, challenge her to do better, and remind her that she's capable of so much more than she gives herself credit for. Show her that taking responsibility isn't a burden, it's a privilege, a chance to prove herself and earn the respect of those around her. Because when she starts to own her mistakes, to take responsibility for her actions and their consequences, she'll be unstoppable. And she'll thank you for being the kick in the pants that helped her find her way back to herself. Bonus point, or rather sign, excessive self-reliance. In the realm of Sigma females, independence is like a badge of honor, a symbol of strength and self-assurance. But when that independence morphs into a shield, blocking out the support and connection she so desperately needs, we're diving into dangerous territory. Enter the realm of the badly damaged Sigma female, where excessive self-reliance becomes a double-edged sword. Imagine this Sigma female, once fierce and unyielding in her autonomy, now barricading herself behind walls of isolation. She's like a lone wolf, navigating the wilderness of her own mind with no pack to lean on. Instead of seeking solace in the company of others, she retreats further into her own fortress, convinced that she must bear her burdens alone. It's not that she doesn't crave connection or support deep down, she longs for it more than anything. But somewhere along the way, she's convinced herself that vulnerability is weakness, and asking for help is akin to admitting defeat. So, she puts on a brave face, masking her inner turmoil with a facade of stoicism, while the weight of her struggles threatens to crush her from within. This excessive self-reliance is a coping mechanism, a way for her to maintain a sense of control in a world that feels chaotic and unpredictable, but in reality, it only serves to deepen her sense of isolation and exacerbate her distress. She becomes trapped in a vicious cycle, unable to break free from the chains of her own making, and the consequences are dire. As she distances herself further from those who care about her, she becomes increasingly isolated, trapped in a lonely existence of her own creation. The very thing she craves, connection, support, understanding, eludes her grasp, leaving her stranded in a sea of loneliness and despair. But there is hope. With patience, empathy, and understanding, we can help her tear down the walls she's built around herself, brick by brick. We can show her that vulnerability is not weakness, but rather a strength, one that allows us to connect with others on a deeper level and share our burdens together. And in doing so, we can guide her back from the brink of isolation and into the warm embrace of community and connection. In conclusion, while identifying signs of distress or struggles in individuals, particularly Sigma females, it's crucial to approach with empathy, understanding, and a commitment to support. Each of the signs mentioned, withdrawal, lack of trust, emotional instability, self-destructive behavior, low self-esteem, difficulty in setting boundaries, and avoidance of responsibility, highlights potential areas of struggle that warrant compassion and assistance rather than judgment. By offering a listening ear, a helping hand, and unwavering support, we can empower these individuals to navigate their challenges, rediscover their strength, and emerge resilient. Let us strive to be beacons of empathy, guiding them through the darkness toward a brighter, more fulfilling future. Stay safe, ladies. See you at our next one, and God bless.